What's going on, everybody? Well. We finally made it to 2025. Wow. First live in 2025. What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday. Grab your cup of coffee, hang out. Let's talk EDC. Yes, we're talking everyday carry gear to make your day easier. Maybe you want to fidget with something. I'm a huge fidgeter when it comes to knives. So, welcome. Who do we got in the chat here? Let me just kind of catch up here. Wow, you guys are rocking and rolling. You started the party without me, Gabe. Thank you. Appreciate it. You are first. Gabe, what's going on? Marco, Six String Beard EDC, what's going on? Joe, what's going on? Knife Not 69 in the house. There you are. Who else am I missing here? Where are you? I know there's more of you guys. What is up, man? Oh man. Joe saying, yo, howdy everybody, says Nick. There you are. What's going on? Man, I just can't believe it. 2025. What a crazy idea to think about. I don't know why. It's just, I don't know. What's going on anyways? What are you guys carrying in the pockets? Drop down the chat here. Spam me with what you are carrying. And I'll tell you what I'm carrying too as well. Welcoming everybody. Ouchie EDC. What's going on? To the pillaging. Oh, man. So it's been a great 2024. New things are in the works. New things are happening. The channel is going to be pushed hopefully a lot harder. I'm going to be pushing more videos out here. I want to make sure these lives go crazy. I want you guys to come in here and hang out with me. I want Friday morning to be Barbarian Brownie. I know that may sound a little conceiting, blah, 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 but I'm here to have fun and hang out with you guys. There's a lot of channels out there, and I know you guys have a lot of other things you could be doing here, but I appreciate you for spending the time with me here this morning and just plain hanging out. I made some notes of some things I did want to talk about here, and we'll get to that. Here. But the important thing is to talk about what we are carrying. Today, it's been a while, and this is something that kind of started my journey. The first Grail knife that I'm going to say hit the pocket, something that it took me a long time, and what kind of pushed me to, I guess, make content. If you don't know me on Instagram, I'm always posting photos, which I didn't post today. I had a few things going on. The kids were bouncing around, and I didn't post on Instagram, and that's kind of sad. I'm already starting the year out very slow, but that's okay because that over there is different than over here when it comes to, of course, social media. I think I want to focus more on YouTube this year than I did in the past year. So anyways, in the pocket is the Chavez Street. Just a nice beast. Drop point M390. Just love it. All blacked out here. This has also been blacked out. This used to be the Jade, but now it's black. Got the nice logo with the key on there. It's just something about a Chavez knife you just love. At least I just love. I don't care what anybody else says. I am a fan of it. Like I said, this is the knife that kind of started this like rabbit hole of, gosh, I don't even know how to explain it. All these other knives, like this, the Chris Reeve. I mean, if it didn't start out with this one, I mean, that's where it started. So that's what's in the pocket. Bringing the old glory days back. I haven't carried it in a while. I carried it yesterday, carried it the day before. It's just something that I don't know. It reminded me. I don't know. It just reminded me of something. It just made me want to carry it. So, anyways, that's what's in the pockets. Looks like Joe's got the Kaiser Porcupine, the Sabibi Odium, the Phoenix PDR 36R version 2. Nice. Hey, there's Alpha Prime. Speaking of Chavez knives, the guy himself. Welcome, Brad. Hey, Mike. Always rocking the Chavez. I've got my Bilge water. Nice jackrabbit on you today. The Fixie. The fixed blade on my pocket today here is the GMF1. But most importantly, check out that nice leather sheath. This is a leather sheath made by the Irish pirate himself. Yeah, he made that here. I got a little titanium bead from Awesome Hank on there. And this one is another one of those knives. I'm going down memory lane because you know what? I feel like that's what a lot of people do in the beginning of the year. We don't mean to, but Giant Mouse is actually switching things up a little bit here. So carrying the giant mouse, the GMF one. And did you know, I learned this actually just very recently, that they came out with this knife because they kept selling out knives so fast that they decided that they needed a fixed blade, something they could always have on stock. So apparently that's why the GMF one was basically brought up, because they started out with 400 knives. This is giant mouse, of course. And then they went into making the Ace line because, well, they were selling out so fast. So then they came out with something like this. And Gabe, yes, that was what I was going to talk about here. Sad day. But yeah, I shouldn't say it's a sad day. So Jim, Jesper, and Anzo are now, of course, splitting up. And Anzo's going on his own. And good for him, because he's got his own element, his own design. And it's super exciting now to see him go off and do his own thing. But yeah, so Giant Mouse is only going to be Jim and Jesper, which is not a bad idea. I think it's going to be good for Anzo to do his own things here. There's Ricky Hernandez in the house. What's going on, my guy? Appreciate you hanging out here. Ricky can probably attest. You've got an Anzo knife. I was just bringing up a giant mouse, and I'm not going to call it a split up, but they're going their separate ways in a good way. I think it's a good thing. You can attest, though. I believe you got one of those Anzos, which is pretty cool. I wish I could get my hands on one. Tim's got the Civivi Yonder in the pocket. That is such a cool knife. I can't believe how well that lock is. Shout out to Civivi for making a hell of a lock. That crossbar lock, of course, we know it as the Axis lock. When Benchmade lost their patent, they let their patent go and let all these other brands pretty much perfect it. Nothing against the Benchmade. Still love you. I don't care. I know the prices are going to suck. I ain't going to buy no new ones because, well, I can't afford it. But shout out to Benchmade for coming up with a really good lock and letting other brands now get their shot at it. And then we'll face the BB kicking some butt with it. Kicking some butt for sure. Let's see. What am I missing in here? Gabe is carrying the modded up Spyderco Smock as usual. Heck yeah. Nick's carrying the ATK Halt today. I like it. What else do we miss here? What else is everybody carrying? Hey, there's Sid Bones in the house. What's going on? Appreciate you hanging out here today. Alpha Prime says Jesper was really big influence for the giant mouse. Anyway, I love his work, and he's a great guy. Anzo is a better on his own with the great designs. I agree with that. He's similar to... Okay, so I actually would agree with you. So I started my love of course, Jesper when it came to the CRKT, Pilar, however you guys want to pronounce it. And then I went on and I got a rib. This was actually, believe it or not, I'm not going to brag, but I'm going to brag a little bit. Jesper reached out to me and he actually sent this rib to me, which this rib is actually made by Riot M390. And his designs are so similar. I mean, I just show you the fixed blade and then the rib. I mean, two of my new, I wouldn't say new, but two of my classic love knives favorites, of course. Oh my gosh, I can't even hold it with one hand. There we go. There we go. So very similar aesthetics, and Anzo's designs go off on their own, and that's good. And that's what's going to be cool, because Anzo's going to be able to now, do his own thing. Jesper will be able to do his own thing. We've seen Jesper designs everywhere, from Boker to obviously Giant Mouse, CRKT. I'm just trying to think. That's just three of them. I mean, there's like Viper knives, Fox. I mean, we've seen Jesper's designs everywhere. So good on him, for Anzo doing his own thing. I'm pretty excited to see what happens, of course. It's a good thing, in my opinion. Jens has been crushing in his own shop, and I personally have always considered Giant Mouse more. I fully agree with that. Actually, I'll be honest with you. I didn't even, and this may sound bad, but I didn't even know Anzo was even part of Giant Mouse. I think they started out as three friends. Jim and Jesper and Anzo started out as friends in a watch gang. They were super into the watch thing, and then they made a couple knives of their own, and it kind of just shot off from there, which is sweet. But they definitely have their own aesthetic, and I'm glad to see them now going to be able to do their own aesthetic their own way, instead of splitting it up three ways, which is pretty cool. Very cool, if you ask me. But yeah, I agree with you. I'm excited to see that what they do here. What else we got in the chat here? Seeing all the love, I like to see that here. Dang, gotta run out, guys. Happy New Year. Hey, appreciate you hanging out with us, Joe. Have a good Friday and a good weekend. The Clyde is the most Anzo design that Jim. You know what? Let's compare that because I should pull it up here. Let me do here. Let me do here. Giant mouse. I kind of want to. I mean, they're very, like I said, very Vox oriented. I mean, at the end of the day, they're very oriented to more of his own design. Um, so if I pull up the Clyde, yeah, oh, absolutely. And that I had to look at it. I'm sorry, I apologize. Yes, I did have to look it up here. Let me do this here. Let's see if I can. I'll just show you guys which one the Clyde looks like here. Let me share screen, and there we go. Share that with you guys here. So that's the Ace Clyde that he's talking about. Very, very much an Anzo design, if you ask me. I bet you it doesn't say Anzo on the side because that'd be even cooler. But yeah, I agree. I agree with you for sure. Man, I'm excited to see what happens. I hope that the new designs we know that Jesper is like really big in his social media. He's the one who I would guess he runs the Instagram page. Always going over there, you see him, with his truck and everything. It's usually winter, which is crazy to think about. But anyways, he's always hinting towards something new, and I'm excited to see what's new here. I hope though that the kind of some things come out in a good way, because I know that like the Riv was made from Riot. We've heard some horror stories, I guess you could say, of the HRC being a little low and people talking about the steel being soft and all that. I'm hoping now that with some changes, that changes as well. I mean, I don't know. They get a bad rap, and I hope that doesn't hurt them too much here. This is the other thing I had on my list here. Let me just double check here. That was the main thing I really wanted to talk about. Because if you know me, I'm a huge Giant Mouse fan. I'm a huge fan of anything Vox Designs. I think he's a great designer, in all honesty. Oh yeah, one thing I did also want to bring up here, the Pouch Crew, or Everyday Patches. If you guys have not checked them out on Instagram, please do. Drop in some new patches, and there is a new design dropping tomorrow at noon. And I wish I had them. I thought they're really, really, really little. They're going to be like a little zipper, a pouch, a little knife, and they're really cool. And I say that as I don't have one on my pouch, but it'd be really cool if I did, because then I could show you guys. I could pull it up on Instagram, I suppose. Let me do that really quick here. They're dropping some new patches tomorrow. Every patches. If you guys haven't checked them out here, I'll pull a link here. Only because it sounds like tomorrow will be a drop of a ton of new stuff and old stuff, and you can possibly get your hands on a few things. Also, a collaboration that's dropping tomorrow as well with the Everyday Riot patches. These are pretty cool. I've got a couple of these. I've got one actually on the pouch right now. Let's see here, put my Chavez pouch as well, or patch. I said pouch. Patch as well. But these are dropping. Let me drop a little link here really quick here, just because I am proud of what's going on there. Some really cool stuff as well. Let me drop that really quick here. But like you said, I think some other designs will be dropping. Everyday Tacos collaboration with Inky. There are a lot of stuff, some My Crew stuff. I would say a lot of the stuff will also be dropped. I understand that some old designs like the holdbacks and stuff will be dropping as well. Which is pretty awesome. You usually don't see a lot of old stuff come back, so I'm excited to see that. What's on the wrist for 2025? Nothing fancy. Today it's just a good old-fashioned G-Shack. I was going to wear a Monterey watch. I was going to wear a Seiko. I still haven't built my Homage 1965 Seiko watch yet with the new insert. I still haven't had it, but on the wrist today is just a clear G-Shack. Nothing fancy, nothing cool, but something about lately I've really just been into solar. Don't need to don't need to set it. It just works. It's just light and it's clear, so you can't even see it's there. Oh, I mean, it's clear. You can't see it's there, right? It's invisible. It's invisible. What's on the wish list? I totally misread that. What's on the? I want an excuse to give a wrist check. My bad. My bad. You can ask me anything, and I'll find an excuse to show something off. Trying to go 80% customs this year. I saw that, and I was having a hard time replying to your message. I was going to say, gosh, I could decide who I was going to say, but I'm excited to see actually that because there are a lot of production makers, a lot of production knives out there, like for instance, Demco, of course. I'm excited to kind of see what everybody else picked and who you come up with, Ricky. Like, who are you going to choose to do a video on? I love those little videos, and I don't know. I was going to reply to it, but I want to see what everybody else replies to. But coming back to your original question, what's on the wish list? You know, I don't know. I've got 3 watches here that have been kind of like my very wish listy ones, and I don't even know if you want to call them. They're just a Seiko, a Vare. Actually, it's 2 Seikos. The Vare has been a really nice watch that I've been loving because solar has been a thing that I thought I loved automatics, but I think solar is the way to go. Let's just throw it out there. Of course, I want a Rolex just because I don't know. It's something I thought would be really cool. I'm not really into super expensive watches because I will totally wreck them. But I'm going to go with a Rolex. I'd like to have a Submariner just because everybody and their mother has one except me. You didn't say wish list as far as like how far out. So that's like a far out wish list. Let's just put it that way. Beat me to it to the wrist shake. Sid, what's on your wrist? I know Sid just got a new Omega. I love my productions, but I feel like we've definitely reached a ceiling. Most production nowadays feel amazing. It's hard to tell them apart. That is true. Custom knives, I don't have like hardly any in my collection that I can really show off, mainly because I'm poor. And I would like to get more customs. I'd like to hold more customs in hand and feel them. I have a ton of production in front of me right now. Gosh, here's the cheapest one I just got here. This is the Acacia from CJRB, Artisan Cutlery. This one just got sent to me. I'm working on a video. I'll do a really quick unboxing of it and a quick overview, but $30 for the Acacia. I know that's not custom, has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but it made me think about, all the production knives. For $30, I think is solid. I mean, it just feels good in hand. And it is. It's starting to feel difficult to tell them apart. Like, I fully agree. Definitely want to get a Seiko this year. You should. I would say I've had a couple Seikos over the years, and they've lasted really well. This one right here specifically, I've got a couple watches, but I just recently got this thing from. Let me see if I can Mosley. Let's see if I can show that up here. It's just a little carrying case, snaps up. We're going to be doing a little traveling, so I kind of think this is going to go with me. But my like OG Seiko, I don't even remember the actual. I think they called it the, gosh, Sid, help me out. I know you would know. This has been one of my like all-time favorite ones for a while. It's not that expensive. I think I picked it up at the time for like $150. Now it goes for like $300 because they don't even make it. But there are a lot of good cheaper Seikos out there. I'd love to get a Grand Seiko. I kind of think a Grand Seiko. Maybe I take that back. I think a Grand Seiko might be better than the Rolex. The Submariner, like you said, Ricky, is definitely classic, and I think that's something I don't know. It would just be kind of like goal achieved. At one time, goal achieved was a Chavez, and then it came to be like a Chris Reeve knife. And when it comes to watch, that's like a goal. I'd also like to get an Omega. I'd like to get a good Omega. It's got to be a dive watch, though. It's got to be a dive watch. Keeping my wish list small, trying to spend a bit less this year and save up and pay off a car. That's a good idea. But one wish list item is carry developments. Yes. That'd be pretty cool. Speaking of fixed blades, Ricky, um, I saw that you guys were dropping the fixed blade without those snake scales, and I'm very happy to see that. I don't know if you have any doing of that. I'm just calling it out as I sees it. I'm super stoked that it doesn't have the snake scales. I traded off my Chris Reeve knife for the Benchmade, and it was because those scales they were starting to look like snake scales, and I didn't like it. I wish I got a new Omega. You did get a new Omega. Am I wrong? Well, I got the Omega Swatch a few months back. Yeah. But today I'm wearing a Seiko Speed Time with a Pepsi bezel. I like that one. The Swatch is still Omega. It's more Omega than I own. Knife Nut 69 says, Captain Ricky, check out Wells Blade Works. Great place to start without breaking your bank account. I'm gonna have to check that out here. Wells Blade Works. I've never heard of them. This is why I do this, guys. That's why I appreciate you guys for hanging out and teaching me something. Blade Works. Let's look it up here. Is it, the Arizona Custom Knives. Here we go. Is this what you're talking about? It dawned on me that you guys probably don't see this screen very large. Let me fix that. There we go. Is this what you're talking about? I've never heard of these guys. Never seen them. I will say, though, they reminisce a few knives that I would kind of like to get my hands on. What's this one? Let's take a look here. 200. These are custom. These are fully custom. If this is what you're talking about, these are not bad. They reminisce quite a few other designs out there, of course. Wells is on your list. Taylor has one, and it's beautiful, definitely affordable, and his work is classic vintage feel to it. Couldn't have said it better. Speaking of watches, I will be doing some strap. Okay. I put a video out there on how to wear a NATO strap, and I don't think it's getting enough love as it should. I think people forget that the NATO strap is an iconic style a watch strap, but there are ways to wear it, and I'm going to leave it at that. And that video didn't do so hot, but it didn't get enough love, and I think it needs more love. What's going on? Happy Friday. The Explorer 2 is a win the lottery watch personally. Okay, I would agree with that one. Let me just pull that up really quick here. Explorer. Let's see here. Yeah, I would definitely wear one of those. It's obviously a GMT, but I still like a dive watch. I don't know, something about a dive watch just appeals to me. Nothing against these. I mean, I don't do a whole lot of traveling, and I think this year is actually going to be changing that quite a bit. As far as like doing more traveling, I think my wife's got us set up to go to Texas, which is like a couple weeks before we're freaking Blade show, which I'm a little sad, like Blade, Texas. And then we're going to go to the Wisconsin Dells with the kids. I know these don't sound like major trips, but some more trips for me. And I'm sure we're going to go down to New Mexico. And I got to get myself to a couple Blade shows. So traveling is going to be something that maybe that would make sense to have a GMT in the arsenal. Total Customs, I told him exactly what I wanted, and he built it quickly. How long did it take him to build something? Like truly custom, like I'm curious, like how long does something take to get customly made? Ouchie EDC here. TGIF, I slammed a monster, then crashed at work. Oh, that's the worst when you do that. I've done that before. I had to stop drinking my energy drinks. I'm switching up to coffee, and I've gotten such dad mode lately. Like it's almost embarrassing to admit it, but I've gotten so dad mode that like the coffee, I need it for function, and I also like need it for flavor. So what I've been doing is, well, I got gifted some light roast coffee, and if you know me, I like my coffee black. I like to taste the grits. Cowboy coffee. If you've ever had cowboy coffee, what you do is you get the kettle, the kettle of water, and you pour the coffee grounds straight into there. And then you take that and you put it on a rock over the fire while you're camping. And then it takes about 30 minutes, and it boils, and all the coffee grounds are supposed to go down the bottom. And obviously, in a perfect world, that's how you do it. But coffee is made to be chewed, if you know what I'm talking about. But because I like dark coffee, I like my roast. I like black coffee. I like that flavor. I've been adding that light roast to it. If you didn't know that, but light roast actually has more caffeine in it than dark roast. So you got the flavor of the dark roast. So I do like a half and half, and then you got the caffeine from the light roast. So I call it the F and F, the F and F coffee, function and flavor, and it works. I don't know. It's been kind of cool. And actually, today I'm doing a cold brew coffee. So I've got ice in there, and it's my half and half, and super simple. I didn't realize how important it was to not keep a pot of coffee the next day. Apparently, there's like stuff in there. I think you can have the shelf life of a pre-brewed hot coffee is like, I don't think you even want to do 24 hours. But you can do like coffee made in the fridge. Basically, you just got the grounds, you let it sit there. It's got a filter. Keep it in the fridge for like 24 hours, and that's got like a shelf life of like, I think 7 days. And what I mean by that is a shelf life. If you don't want your tummy to feel so icky, I guess you could say, that's what I'm talking about. And anyways, doing a cold brew today. It's that half and half, and I like it, called the F and F. That's what I'm calling it, the F and F, a light roast and a dark roast. I think it would be nice to throw a little espresso in there. You know what I'm saying? Get a little hyper. I need some energy. You know, like I said, I'm going full dad mode. If you guys don't know, I got 2 kids. They're going on 4 and 3 or 5 and 3 now. That's this month, and man, they take the energy. If you don't know this, kids will literally suck the energy out of you. When you become a parent, which I'm sure like all you guys know, Ricky, congratulations, by the way. Just kidding. Just kidding. I know that's probably an old joke, but I had to say it. But anyways, as I was saying, literally you have your kids and you have all this energy. Like when I was 26 years old, I had so much energy. I could stay up late. I could do like whatever I wanted. You know, I could go out and party. I can't do that now as a dad. They literally, all that energy you had, it just like zaps right into them. My kids would get up at 5:30 in the morning, run around the house. I kid you not. If I had a treadmill and it was to like run the electricity, and it was one of those like a wheel, you know, you've seen those guys, you know how that works. It's like the waterfall wheel, you know, it builds energy. That's what my kids could do. I could let them run on that thing here, give them like 3 hours. I bet they would wheel that thing up. Probably run the electricity in my house for a week. That's how much energy they got. And I'm happy for it. I'm glad my kids are like that, because I want my kids to be athletic, and I was that way when I was a kid. So I'm sure they're gonna be balls to the wall. My youngest, he plays basketball and football. He's a hell of a running back. Not to toot my own horn. But anyways, where was I even going with that? I don't even know. So anyways, and to answer my question, how long did that knife take you to make, or to get made for you? A month and a half from the order delivery, and had to order Purple Haze carbon. Okay, so I understand that actually Purple Haze, that carbon, the fat carbon, takes a little bit to get ordered. It takes a little bit to I think there's even a backlog. Like some companies are not even, I think it was Lefty was talking about it, where he doesn't even do that because it takes so much, and it's not even the same each batch. So it's like a limited, and maybe I'm wrong, thinking about that, but from my understanding, that's what it is. I got this thing hanging on the camera. I don't know if you guys can see it. So it says, that's why we look older than we actually are. Yeah, I am actually 17. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, they literally, they suck the energy right out of you. If you like field watches, Bold Air makes really cool titanium watches. I will say, when it comes to a titanium watch, I want to get and if it was a field watch, I really want to get the Big Eye design watch. That titanium one, I really, really would love to get my hands on that one. I think Big Eye is kicking some booty right now, and I'd love to get my hands on that one. I do a 75 coffee, 25 creamer, and syrups. Coffee is definitely needed to bottle the kids when mom takes her time. Battle the kids is no joke. Like, it is legitimately like a battle. I say that because my kids get the Nerf guns out and it's battle, battle, battle. No joke. But for real, no. I used to try the syrups and stuff, and it got too sweet and it took too much time. I just need like I'm also like the kind of person, like, I make that pot of coffee. I will grab 2 ice cubes, drop in the bottom of my mug, pour the hot coffee down that cup, and then refill it up right away because I need that first cup so I can pour the second one. It is no joke. I don't do creamer either because I'm also lactose intolerant. Developed that after the old bodybuilding days where I did 20 weeks without doing any type of dairy products or anything like that, and it just you come back from that and you don't. I've been a dad for 17 years. I have been tired for 17 years. Yeah, you don't sleep as a parent. It is no joke. Mine just turned 6 and 5. I feel you. Yeah, it is. And those are the ages where they're just like wild and crazy. And I love it. Don't get me wrong. I make jokes, but it's fun. Your youngest is 24 and you're still recovering. So what you're saying is, your youngest is 24. They're out of the house and you're still recovering those years. You're going to get them back hopefully soon, right? I don't know how old you actually are, but I know that I have a friend who his oldest is 16, 17, and I'm pretty sure maybe I'm wrong. He had kids right out of high school. Let's just say that, and that ages myself. I'm 35, and I keep thinking, boy, he's gonna be an empty nester by the time he's 40, and I keep thinking like he's gonna have the time of his life because his kids are out of the house and he can go off and do his own thing at 40. When I'm an empty nester, I didn't do the math, but I'm gonna be older, and am I gonna be rambunctious and having fun, or am I gonna be like the old dad? I don't even know. Like I said, if I'm 35, my kids are 5'3", well, going to be 5 here in the next couple of weeks. I keep thinking about that. Did I make a mistake having kids at this age or not? I mean, financially, I'm okay, but mentally and physically, I'm glad I did it. Anyways, I got 3 kids. Oh my gosh, 3, 4, and 7. My 4-year-old starts ninja training this month. Heck yeah. I used to do Muay Thai. I wanted to be a UFC fighter before my bodybuilding days, and somebody, I don't know, I didn't want to get kicked in the face. Getting kicked in the face isn't fun. I don't know if anybody getting kicked in the face, but it's not fun. It's not fun. So it says, I only have one. She's 16, graduating in a year. I wish I can say I can make the rest. But she's got OCD and everything has to be clean in a certain way. She gets mad for us not being clean. That's not a bad thing. What you're saying is that she can get up and she's going to go around and clean after you, maybe. Maybe that's not a bad thing. That's pretty nice. AMPGECC, what's going on? Good morning. I've done 69, Brownie. I appreciate the love in the chat here. You're 55, but my kids tell me I need to grow up. Imagine the nerve, little brats. And you know what? Tell them this here, because this is what I tell my wife. I'm never growing up. I am not going to grow up. I'm always going to be a kid. The day I decide to grow up is the day I'm going to be bored. I mean, I don't want to grow up. I want to be fun. I mean, I don't know what movie my wife and I watched last night. A show. No, it was a show. It's her show. I'm not even going to admit I was watching it, but it's one of her shows. And these 2 parents were on there. My wife goes, when our kids are that age, let's be those parents. And these parents are like nonchalant, super cool. And I was like, yeah, you know what? I want to be the fun parent. Like I want my kids to come over and be like, have their friends and their friends be dude, your dad's cool. Like, I want to be the cool dad because my dad was cool. My dad is cool. Like, my friends always say that, and they still say that. Like, growing up as a kid, I had a cool parents. I had the cool parents. I kind of feel like they weren't like super dicks. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You guys get what I'm saying. You got one child. She's turning 4 on the 10th of this month. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. That is awesome. You're 33. Okay. I mean, we're all about close to the same age, so I don't feel so bad then. We got kids about the same age. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. So I don't feel like I should worry about being 35 and like my friends who got it, being 35 and their kids are almost out of school, almost out of the house. Okay, perfect. Now I feel better. Thank you. Welcome in here. You guys are lacking a lot, guys, here on Tell Me What's in the Pockets. You started out strong and then you drop down really quick. What is in the pockets? I told you what was in mine. I told you I'm carrying the Chavez, the street, and I'm going to keep bragging, and I love it so much. Is it bragging if you say you love something? That's not bragging. Never mind. That's not bragging. I feel bad showing this off at all. Love this knife. That's what's in the pocket. And, of course, I got chapstick and a wallet. Anybody know any good EDC companies that are making cell phone cases with wallets? Had me thinking the other day that we're doing a lot more traveling, and I hate losing things. I don't want to separate things. So right now I've got this Dango wallet. Of course, I'm a very super minimalist wallet kind of guy. Leather with the aluminum chassis holding the cards in there. I can hold a few dollar bills here. It's super rugged, but I kind of want to find something to add. Like, I want a phone case that I can just like have the wallet back there at all times. I feel like that would make life a lot easier. Less things a chance to lose, if you know what I mean. Because I don't want to lose my wallet, and I'm not going to lose my wallet and my phone at the same time. I hope not. So if anybody's got any ideas out there or companies that do, I thought about doing like a mag wallet, but I feel like I don't want to separate. So if you got any suggestions, let me know. Oh, you've got the Kunwu Chan XT. Nice. I still got to get my hands on the Kunwu because I only hear good things. I've only heard good things, and I don't know why I haven't got one yet here. I didn't find my forever guy until I was 25. How old was I? Well, I got married about 10 years ago. I met her 10 years ago. So I was about the same age, I guess. I was 10 years ago. So I feel like maybe that's just our generation, because it was about 10 years ago that we met. I only know that because she she brought it up last night. I don't know what. Oh, no, it was 2 nights ago. She brought it up because her parents were in town. They stayed the night. They live in a different state. They left yesterday morning. Always fun to have the in-laws over. It just kind of gets the kids super excited, and they're happy. Just heads up, Brownie, between about 11 and 18. You will not be cool. I believe it. Dang it. You're probably right. I'm trying to think, when did I rebel against my parents? What age was I? In the pocket, this the BB Backlash and Brass, the Paragraph Terrari. I'm going to pronounce that. I'm so bad with it. The Wee Banter and the Brass Big Idea Designs brass pen, the Olight i3T2. That's the USB-C chargeable one, if I'm wrong. And the notorious EDC brass worrisome. Man, you are brassing it up, baby, and I love it. I don't have a whole lot of brass stuff, and I think it's because it's heavy, and I'm weak. I mean, I'm not very strong, so I can't carry that stuff. It's too heavy. just kidding. Love it. So true. I've got the Little Native 20 CV in the Olight Arkfeld, and a nail clipper because my wife and the kids always need one. Absolutely, yes. What was it? Is it been about 2 years ago? My youngest, I was taking to daycare, and we get about halfway to daycare, and he's going, "Dad, I got a fingernail," and blah blah blah. It was a hangnail. He didn't know what it was, but he was bothered about it so bad, and I didn't have a fingernail clippers. From that day on, in the pouch there's actually one in the truck too, but the EDC is going to have a fingernail clippers from that day on. I ended up going on Amazon. These are nothing fancy, but I got a black one here. I got a small one and a big one. Because well, it's me. It's got to be blacked out. But yeah, fingernail clippers, absolutely. I mean, I couldn't tell you, you guys don't bite your fingernails. Don't rip them off, and for heaven's sake, don't use a dull knife. If you're going to cut your fingernails with a knife, make sure she's nice and sharp because you will cut yourself. Trust me. If I could give any advice, that's going to be my biggest advice. But yeah, that is actually one of my big carries. I love hearing that other people do carry that as well. Fingernail clippers are just. I really want to get the big Tortonox ones so I can have those. I think that'd be pretty sweet. I've always thought about why. I don't know why they're not that expensive. There you go, Knife 969. Just saw your comment way down there. I'm gonna get to that, and I agree with you. I'll come back to that comment because I see it here. Let me catch up here. Sid says, get a quad lock case for your phone, and okay, quad lock. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna have to check it out here. I love my quad lock case. Haven't taken it off in months. So is a quad lock? I'm gonna have to look at what does that mean? Forgive me. Quad lock. Never heard of it. Quad lock phone case, right? Is it a mount? Oh, sick. So you can like mount that to your vehicle, but can you put there's a way to put a wallet on it? Sid, you got me curious. What are we talking about here? I love the idea for the motorcycle. Okay. No thanks. I don't like discounts. Just kidding. I love me some discounts. Anyways, for your phone, your pickup truck inside there. So are you saying there's like a way to put your... I've got the... Oops, I don't have the 14 Pro. It doesn't matter. But is there a wallet though? Like, I want one for my wallet. I want to be able to hold a wallet at the same time. I like this though. I really do like that. Okay, I'm gonna check it out later. Okay. I dig it. I'm gonna check it out here later on. Remind me there. Oh, there's the link here. Okay. I've been trying to carry something else, but the tri-stash keeps ending up in the pocket. I haven't seen that in person yet. It looks like a pretty darn nice knife. I think it's bigger than I expected it to be, based on some of the pictures I've seen here. I'm going to check it out here. Let's see if I got to give him some crap though, because I was apparently the winner of a knife a couple of days ago, and I didn't get the win because I already owned one. It was the CDC Hansen, the Warney XL. Apparently came up and drew my name because I was a member of him. And man, I was a little sad that I didn't get a chance to win it. And I'm gonna have to get on this case about. Maybe I want to tri-stash then. He didn't even like offer a sticker. Tri-state. Somebody clip this here and send this to him. I'm sad that I didn't win. You didn't even offer me a sticker. That's all I gotta say. I'm really kidding. I totally get it. I know why he didn't send it out to me. I've got one. I do. Because I work with Blaybidge, and I also obviously work with Chris Donut Community. So obviously I didn't need it. I would have given it away to somebody else anyways. So that's all right. Oh, you got the Pulsar and now the Chad. Tony, my husband, has the Django. Jeez, just rubbing it in, aren't you? Rubbing it in. 1931 Leatherworks says, but MPG EDC, we just met. Oh, man, you guys are good. I love seeing you guys hanging out with each other. Yep, I EDC too. Really? Isn't that big? I mean, am I crazy? Hi again. I have 2 fingernail clippers in every pouch and bag. Yeah, my drawer, I've got 3 of them because I got one for my feet, one for my hands, and then I got a small one. And then my truck has one. My EDC bag has one. I've got my, I call it a pen holder. I've got one on the pen holder. I mean, you got to have them. They are important, in my opinion. What's up, fellas? Happy New Year, Dr. Breezy. What's going on? Happy Friday, and Happy New Year. Knife 969. This is what I was going to say here. Get the Victorinox Nail Clip 580. I really, really do want to get one. I really do still want to get like a full Victorinox with the fingernail clippers in there as well. And I'm thinking about traveling things. I want to get more gear to cater towards like traveling gear, like I said, like a Victorinox that can go through TSA. I need to get more EDC gear that is travel safe, TSA safe. So that's going to be like, I think maybe that might be my goal this year, to get more travel safe EDC, because I would really absolutely hate to be carrying this thing and then TSA being like, yoink, that's mine. And then some just lucky TSA member stole my favorite knife. You know, that would suck. So I need to have stuff that like, I can't go traveling without something in my pocket. I went to the St. Louis Arch, and they got metal detectors. I don't know if you guys have been there, but they treat it almost as like the TSA. And I'm wearing a pair of Crocs because, you know, it's hot in St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? I didn't work out at all. Anyways, it was hot there, and I'm wearing Crocs. It's hot. And I've got a bottle opener, one of those Croc bottle openers, on the Croc, and it's one of those giblets, whatever. And they almost busted me. They're like, "What's that on your foot?" I was like, "My shoe." Like, "What's on the shoe?" And I was like, "Oh, it's a bottle opener." "Oh, okay, you're good to go." But like, so they get a little sketchy. You got to be careful with those metal detectors and those security guards. They definitely do. Check accessories for wallet. Okay, and where do I go with accessories? That's okay. I see what you're talking about. This right here. Okay, I'm gonna have to check this out here. iPad, and only $29. They don't seem like they're very expensive either, and so that would just clip right in there. Okay, I don't know if I like them being super exposed, but okay, I'm gonna have to check it out here. Yeah, I kind of laughed a little about that. Sorry. What did I miss? I feel like sometimes I get behind you. Mike's new sticker, and I don't even get a sticker with Mike dressed up as Macho Man in the background. Oh yeah, you know my sticker, Tracy. Oh yeah, I'm talking Macho Man. I'm talking right to the top. I'm talking to you, Tracy. Where's my sticker? Oh yeah, what you doing? Elbow drop, yeah. Yeah, so are you talking about like that? You know, it's funny. Like you saw that? Were you in the live? Man, I was sad. Brownie, did you want some of the stickers? I would love some of your stickers, 100%. I've got a drawer behind me. You can't see it, but this is an old toolbox. It's one really old one, and it's full of stickers. And I keep thinking of a way I need to display them. Like I just started displaying my patches right here, and I got to get another one because that's damn near filled up. It would be filled up if I didn't use my pouches as also holders. These are a couple of pouches that I've got here with some patches. Actually, you guys probably haven't seen this one. This is going to be the new design I did for Crispy Donut Community. There's a couple of them. You can't really see them in the background, but these are not plumbers. That is actually a Drew from Crispy Donut Community. Just so you guys know. Just so you know, they don't save any princesses or anything like that, just so you know. But I'm pretty excited to see them drop. I think they're maybe this month, and maybe I should be careful. I shouldn't show too many of them off. We got some new ideas coming up too with those designs. And speaking of, I do want to make sure I get a chance to check these guys down here. Open in new window. Blade Binge. I do want to make sure that I shout them out here, as always. And I always like to see if there's anything good on there. There was some new watches recently here. Let me just do this. Add to stage. Yeah, I can't believe that I'm sour. I'm gonna pretend to be sour about this for a while. You guys okay with I pretend to be sour about Tri-State not letting me win? You guys okay with that? Because he totally drew my name. And it's live. He didn't let me win. Went for a massage just before the holiday. She asked how I was feeling for a massage, and I said, Macho Man. Best massage. She's climbed the ladder and down the Oh, that's funny. Where did you get the Bluey Deadpool patch? I actually have the Wolverine one. That was you might not have been in here. When did I show that off here? But anyways, the Bluey Deadpool. There's also a Bluey Wolverine one. That is from Everyday Patches, and I believe that might be a chance. There might be more tomorrow. There's a good chance. I don't know what will all be dropping as far as holdbacks and stuff, but there's a good chance there might be more. But yeah, it's a Bluey Deadpool and a Bluey Wolverine. They're super cool. I'm a Marvel fan, so to me they appealed big time. But yeah, that's Everyday Patches. Definitely check them out here. Hopefully some big things happening soon. I know right now there's some collabs happening here. I was thinking about doing a little collab with him myself if he's up for it. Also, if you guys don't know it, I'm working with Data Crew, so I know you guys probably seen a lot of the Data Crew pouches. So I will shout out really quick here. You'll see a lot with them. I'll come back to them as well, but hopefully I do a little collab with them. We'll see. We'll see. Of course, you guys have been seeing, I've been rocking them quite a bit. Marco, Tri-States Holiday a giveaway. Apparently, I'm not good enough to own the same knife twice. I won his giveaway. I really want these. $225 though. But yeah, I'm gonna be salty about it. If you're talking about yeah, because I'm gonna be salty about it. I mean, I had a good chance to win it. I would have given it to you guys. I mean, that would have been fair, would have not. I mean, if I won it and I already owned it, why not? Speaking of giveaways, we have a big giveaway coming up here too as well, and I've got quite a few items, and I'm thinking I was gonna do one today, but I don't. I saw this thing on YouTube when I was setting live up. It said make a goal, and where'd it go? I guess it didn't. We didn't make the goal, but you can like set a goal, and if you get whatever, I don't even know. I just put the default, and then I was gonna say if I should have brought it up here, but Henry starting out that goal. I was gonna say I think you get super chats here. I mean, I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh yeah. So the goal was if we got I think it was like 10 super chats is what they said. And I would do a giveaway. I'd give away something in my EDC, like a knife or whatever it would be here. But yes, there's going to be a big giveaway coming up here, just so we know, of course. Sold out of those patches. There might be more. I don't know. I can't say too much. Maybe you can review his blade and give the same respect he gave you. I hope you guys know I'm totally like just being salty to be salty about it because it's just more funny. As a content creator winning it, sometimes I kind of feel a little weird about it, and like I do get a lot of knives, and I shouldn't even say I get a lot of knives. I don't get a lot of knives really, like compared to like some of these guys. Like I'm small beans compared to a lot of guys, but if I would have won that, I would have felt a little bad because yes, I do own it, and I do work with Blade Binge, and I also, of course, work with CDC. So, Luke and I are friends, and we'll see. Mike reviews. Oh, Mike's review. Well, since you got reviews on his knife already, don't think you need this review. Yeah, I mean, I actually the knife that I was going to win is the CDC Hansen, and I will tell you what, I did if you guys don't know this, I do videos for I just started doing the big time videos for Crispy Donut community, and I am doing what's called the E-Curt test, right? Everyday carry, culinary ability of the knife, the ruggedness, torture test, the utilitarian, like pretty much anything you can kind of think of a knife you're going to do. Everyday tasks, making a sandwich, cutting cheese, to literally I drop a brick on the knife at the end. And I will tell you, I did a test on the CDC Hansen, the Warning, the XL, and it did phenomenal. Yes, did it break, but I can tell you what, I could resharpen it and use that knife today. So if you guys want to check those out here, they're pretty wild. I can't get them under an hour. I'm trying so hard to get them like that 30-minute mark, but they've been like 53 minutes each video. They are in depth for sure. You guys are too nice. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I was looking at these scales. Like, I really want to get some titanium ones, but it's for the 80/20. Oh, that's why they're so expensive. I know I was sitting on there for a while, but that's why they're so expensive. Brownie out here dropping bricks. Literally. Luke's designed knife broke my brick. Literally, my brick broke. Sid says, I love my CDC Salvation, but it tanks for IG repass. See, that's the hard part. Like, we want to show off our stuff, but some of these like smaller end knives, people don't know much about. I'm excited though. I think maybe you would be too, Sid. The sprinkles aren't going to be a thing in knives anymore with CDC. We're going over to work with more American-made companies, and it's going to be Voyage Blade Works, and it's going to be totally different. I mean, the sprinkles are out. It's going to be more of a, I like to say, manly style. I mean that in not in a derogatory way, but the knives are going to be more tough looking. Hopefully more micarta, titanium type stuff. I saw McNeese on here yesterday, and I really want to get my hands on it. I wish I didn't have to buy a new computer because I really want to get it. So these donations you guys just made, thank you, because that's going to go a long way. I appreciate that a ton. By the way, how do I make these, like, star these up on the chat or something? I appreciate you guys, by the way, for that. Here we go. A Sebenza, small Sebenza. Man, I'm going to tell you guys, I have been loving my Sebenza. I feel bad because I really love my Nkosi and I talk so highly of it. But I'm going to tell you, I was making a mistake. The Sebenza is so good. Is it as good as the Zan? No. Cool. The sprinkles just were, and that's the thing. I don't think there were a lot of people's things. It pink and blue, or I mean, obviously it's not my thing. I think they're really cool. And here's what really kind of gets me. So when it comes to like all the sprinkles and the pink stuff, you know me. I mean, I carry black knives, titanium. I have an aesthetic. What it did for me though is it made me kind of get out of my comfort zone and really just kind of say, you know what? I've been taking things way too serious. Like it was kind of an eye opener. It really was, in all honesty, something that kind of like opened me up. Be like, I don't need to have a black knife. Not all my knives have to be black, and it really kind of broadened my horizon, and also made me kind of like I said, look back and not take things so serious. Why so serious? You see these scars on my cheek, One day I was out with my father. You see here, he gets this whim up his guys. I can't do it. I can't remember the actual words, but anyway. Anyway, you want a CDC knife? Which one do you want? I've got a few of them, and if you do, which one specifically you're looking for? Ooh, vintage. Look at this, vintage. Ooh, the half and half serrated. And ooh, look at how this is how you know when things are vintage. They put the model number on the blade, but then they look at the pocket clip. Ooh. What kind of monster carries their knife like that? And clearly these were carried. Holy smokes. Probably the cheapest ones out there too today. If you guys want a Benchmade, cheapest ones. I'm trying to find that McNeese. That is one thing I really kind of feel like on McNeese. I thought I wanted a quiet carry so bad, and I still really, really do. It's on the list, but I think the McNeese has kind of upped it a little bit more. Now, where is it? I know it was here. It was going for a good price, and I don't want a super large one. I want a good size McNeese. I want to kind of I don't want the big super ones. And I can't have an auto I can't remember where it was. Ooh, there you go. Here's one. 15V. Is this yours? MPG, is this yours? Because didn't you just pick one of these bad boys up? That actually is a nice one. I need to get one of those back. Oh, 218 back. I need to get one of those back in my back into my my collection. Some good stuff here. Where is that McNeese though? Anybody would need a large Stabenza. You guys, if you don't know this, of course, definitely check out Blade Bench, because I'm going to tell you, you go down a rabbit hole looking at all these knives. It's just crazy. I did just pick up a 15V. Oh, you got the pair of 3. Okay, the sprint one to top it off. Okay, I didn't know you got the sprint one. That one would have been pretty cool. This year's resolution is to sell some old gear. I'm taking the plunge into selling some of my knives and watches this year. Oh, no. I don't want to sell my stuff, but maybe I will have to start selling some of my stuff. I don't like to sell stuff just because I have to admit, I am a hoarder. I am a hoarder when it comes to Umnanzan and Tanto. Dang it. I wanted mine to be a Tanto. I got the drop point. But I really do want to maybe get rid of some stuff and get some new stuff. And I think I'm going to start purging as well and using it as giveaway stuff, honestly. Like, I've got 2 CGARBs in front of me right now. So I think this year for me, it's going to be doing more giveaways, giving away more things. Like I said, I feel like I'm going to be more on the train, get away, not so much get away from Instagram, but be more focused on YouTube. And I'm going to start giving away some of my knives as well, too. I'm going to make that my goal. More giveaways this year. Just because I feel like I need to. Oh, man. The drift is on my wish for sure. Yeah, the drift is definitely one that I like here. I just can't drop $300 on a knife at the moment. I mean, right now, $300 for me is out the window as well. If you want a more heavy-duty, hard use, I want to go with McNeese. I want to get my hands on one. I want to own one. I think it would be up in the caliber, in my opinion, of my Umnanzan. I feel like it would be right there with it as well. So it's definitely, it's out on the wish list. It's 100%. Hey, Michael Upchurch, what's going on? But yeah, the McNeese is on the wish list for sure. I mean, is this it right here? I think this is it. Is that price $390 though? Is that a good price or is that a bad price? It's not an auto, right? That's the frame lock. Okay. It appeals to me. Spider Cove 15B Sprint Run also made my father-in-law get one. Good thing since it sold out after 2 days. Holy smokes. Yeah. What is up? Last week I put 9 knives on Blade Bench. Only 1 left. Congratulations. Holy smokes. That is awesome. Clearly you got rid of them too cheap. I'm kidding. Thank you. We appreciate you for selling some of your collection because, well, this is what I like about Blade Bench. Like, I've been on their website. You can't get this knife. I mean, you can't get this knife here. So I appreciate people who do use Blade Bench. Because, you know, that's where us collectors go that maybe missed out on things years ago. And when money comes array, you know, it doesn't always line up with really good drops as well. Here's a Bradford Guardian, $250. That seems nice as well. Yeah, they seem like they're very beefy. I know there'd be something that probably remind me of my Chavez quite a bit. Bradford, these are good knives. These are good fixed blade knives. I think you can probably get a brand new one though, a little bit cheaper maybe. High Tide EDC live in 2005 at the Barbarian Bar. Happy New Year to you listening at work. Hey, appreciate you hanging out here. Appreciate you guys always. I'm High Tide. Thank you. You guys do make sure you check out High Tide's leather gear. High Tide EDC. Also, code Barbarian15 gets you guys a discount. High Tide, don't Don't be shy in putting your link in there. Don't worry. You can certainly add your link in there. Barbarian Brownie, are you going to Blade Show Texas and West this year? I would like to. I would like to. If things work out and things pan out in the right direction, I mean, that's honestly the goal. We're going to Texas before Blade Show. I don't know if I'll be able to make it back. I got a buddy who wants to drive with me. We'll see. If it works out and it works out in my favor, yeah, I want to. I plan on it. I mean, I'm not going to say no to it. $390 is a great price. Okay, that's kind of what I was wondering if that was a good price or not. Especially, I feel like that is the Mac 2. It's kind of the knife I'm looking for. It is a plain Jane. I kind of feel like that is. I wish I had a deep carry pocket clip. I didn't even realize they don't do a deep carry pocket clip. Come on, man. Just kidding. I don't know. I feel like that seems like a good price. I wish. This Les George has been on here too long. I wish I had the funds to do it right now, though. Let's see. Happy New Year, High Tide EDC. Yeah, probably. That's going to be fun. The part trying to figure out a good price to sell knives, especially with third-party scales. That is a hard part when it comes to like your aftermarket stuff. You got to put it in the play. If you got the original stuff, I will be honest with you. There was a large Nkosi. I don't know if it's still here or not, but it had an aftermarket clip and the thumb stud. If you got the original stuff, Sid, and the aftermarket, I kind of get appealed to that a little bit more because, like I said, this Nkosi had the pocket clip. It was like a titanium, or sorry, what was it? It was titanium, but it was the anodized one. I was like, that's kind of cool. I'll be honest with you, Sid. It might do well, but yeah, you got to come up with a fair price. And that's the hardest part. But do it on Blade Bench because you know you can be protected, so you don't get scammed. I would like to get. I know that McNeese. I keep kind of coming back to it. That's retail for the knife, and the Kydex sheep is. Yeah, see, that's what I was gonna say. Is another 50. I was gonna say that Bradford just wasn't priced right, and maybe it was brand new, and maybe they just got it and they didn't need it anymore. So maybe there's a reason behind it. $65 for a 4 Max Scout. This if you want a beater knife, this thing, a big work knife, this thing is nice. I've held a couple of these. They scream, I want to chop through a freaking log. What is this one? I forget what they put on here. Oh, it's Oz 10. Yeah, this is one definitely worth $65. You can probably again pick it up brand new. Oh, here we go. This is what you would like me to get, isn't it? I would like to get this too. What's the price? $199. I like it. Ooh, I like that clip. I didn't know that clip. Is that an aftermarket? Okay, this is calling my name. I could rock with this. Okay. I really do got to get my hands on one of these for sure. Textured diamond, titanium, Damascus pivot collar. I like it. Extra Omega springs. $199. I might have to think about that. Like I said, I'm building a wish list, of course. Pick up a slip or keychain, some Rees, or a gift card for someone who loves leather. I mean, who doesn't love leather? Leather in EDC, leather in knives, leather in everything. Watches, you name it. Leather just goes so good. All right. Real talk, guys. Real talk. What's your opinion on CRKT? Before I blurt mine out, I mean, I've got an opinion on CRKT, but I'm just curious. What is your guys' thoughts on CRKT knives? I'll go first. I like them still. I think I'm still a fan of them. I think they're coming out with some just higher quality stuff. And this thing is cool. This thing is cool. The squid is one of those I don't know, timepieces of knives when it comes to like I said, it reminds me of it's up there like with the Pilar, it's something that it's just, I don't know, reminds me of like when I first started getting in the knives. Spyderco Para 3 DLC S45 VN. Isn't that another thing? Speaking of knife news, we're not going to see a whole lot of CPM Blades, I understand that they're closing shop a little bit. I know very little about it, but I'm curious what that means for the EDC knife community when it comes to steels. I don't know. I'm curious. I'm curious to see what that brings to the future. There you go, High Tide. Thank you for dropping that down for me. That's a good price with an extra item knife, not 69. Also, I kind of want that knife. Which knives did I mess up here? I had the chance to buy one at West last year. Okay, Arcane. I need another. That's another little knife. I feel like I need to like broaden my horizon again. I say that all the time. That's a price for a pulsar. It actually is a good price. Okay, I dig it, and that's like I said. I really need to broaden my horizon. I keep kind of going back, like looking at Spyderco, looking at some stuff I already have, but tempting, super tempting. I need to, like I said, get new brands. Okay, okay. Heat treat isn't all that great. Well, the price, just the knives and the imagination are really good. Okay, wish they would do better heat treat on them. Have you seen the M390 one? I would love to get the heat treat checked on it, and I would offer up mine if somebody knows how to check the heat treat and do that. I would offer up mine with M390, my CRKT, because I really like the knife. I think they're really growing as a company, and I'm kind of excited to see what they do this year, because I think this year they're going to be coming out with some bangers. Not that I know any insides or anything, but I'm curious. Hey, have a great weekend. Appreciate you. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Appreciate you hanging out live. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by again, as always. Ooh, what's this? What's in here? What do we got in this little Hogue bag? Ooh, okay. I like this. Okay. The Doug Ritter. This is like classic stuff here. Okay. What we got for a price? $155. Mordax Protect, $199. Okay. I saw this one. A discontinued Andre de Villers Advanced Mini Alpha S. I don't know what this thing is, but I saw this the other day. Wow, I don't even know what that is. Futuristic for sure. S35VN. I don't know much about that. That's my goal this year also, to get some knives that I don't know much about. Ooh, quiet carry. There's a drift. Hey, you said you couldn't spend $300. Well, it's only $295. That's a nice one. Yeah, the quiet carry is definitely on my list as well. Like I said, I think maybe that's what I'm gonna do this year. Spend more time on getting knives that I don't already own, trying out new stuff. I think that might be part of it this year. Yeah, I still have the original scales, and I should do that this weekend. Get the ones I sell and throw them. Yeah, I think you should throw them in pouches. You've got some knives. Yeah, hop on the Blade Binge. Get yourself signed up. Honestly, what's it gonna hurt? I mean, you throw them up there, people will see it and they buy it. You got protection. Also, you can't get scammed. I mean, it's 100%. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but Blade Binge has got 100% backing for buyer and seller. If you're trying to do it, Sid, here's a spot to do it. Because like you do it on social media, your stuff's gonna get blocked. You're gonna see it. Real knife people who are gonna be looking out here. And then when you do it, hey, I'll gladly help you. I mean, I'll throw it up on my live, and I'll definitely show off what you put up there, Sid. And if any of you guys, that's any of you guys, if you guys have anything on here on Blade Binge, let me know. Absolutely check it out here live. Just because maybe I want to buy it too. Hey, does that mean you're leaving, Gabe? Have a good one, man. Appreciate you. I'll check Blade Binge and sign up for it this weekend. Got to make some room for the new year. Absolutely. I don't want to get another case for watches and knives. I was literally just saying I'm going to go out and get a case. That was going to be my goal this morning, and get a new case, because I've got a couple knives that are going to be going on the review list. When I say review list, is going to go on the CDC ECURT test, and they're going to be damaging. And I don't want to split. I want to split them up and put them in their own case because I don't want to accidentally damage the wrong knives, if you know what I mean. What is on the list? I'm going to do a Vosteed Raccoon next. We'll see what that can handle. What else am I going to do? I got something from Ooh, I'm going to be doing an LT right fixed blade testing on one of those. I'm a little worried about. I think that's going to do extremely good on the feather sticking and the batoning. But yeah, I've got a few knives. So you reminded me, Sid, that I'm going to have to go out and I have to get another case. Can't spend $300, but I will spend $5 less. MPG EDC. That checks out. No, I was just saying peace. Oh, okay. I thought maybe you're heading out. Does stuff sell slower when you're new to Blade Binge without any reviews? I need to list a bunch of stuff and don't want to deal with the Facebook groups. That's what I'm saying. You don't want to deal with the Facebook groups. All the comments and direct messages to sell. No. That's don't sell your stuff on Blade Binge. Or sorry, sell your stuff on Blade Binge. Sorry, don't sell it on Facebook because you're gonna get scammed. Just saying, you're gonna get scammed. As far as I know, no, I don't think it has nothing to do with how many things you've sold or reviews, or it shouldn't matter whatsoever. Like it's the buyer and seller review. Let me just read this here for you. So, for knife lovers everywhere, anyone can buy and sell. Our truly custom platform is designed to be used by knife nuts all over the world. Secure payments and safe shipping, easy checkout for buyers, crystal clear payouts for the sellers, and tracking updates every step of the way, up to 100% buyer and seller protection. A trustworthy community, our peer-to-peer rating system makes it easier to buy and sell with confidence. Real humans, our founding team is standing by for support. So what that means is Eric will absolutely be involved in honestly helping you sell, buy, whatever. I bought a lot of stuff from Blade Binge, which I'm kind of embarrassed because yes, I have bought quite a few things. I bought my small Sabenza on here, and I'm pretty sure I've never sold anything because, well, I'm a hoarder. I'm sorry, but I hoarded my stuff and I sold it on here. But from what I understand is, as a seller, you get all the documentation and a label to be printed out. So as soon as I got it, I actually literally within an hour was able to have the tracking information already. And I did it right before the holiday. And I messaged the guy. I said, "Hey, did you already send this already?" He goes, No. It automatically prints it and gets it ready to go. And he said he was going to do it right after the holiday. So I was totally fine. I was like, "Hey, that's fine. Take your time." But you can actually message the people that you're buying stuff from. And I know that's somebody, I don't know who, I don't know names, but I know somebody who actually got, I'm not going to say scammed, but they bought a knife and the pictures weren't matching up with what they received. They received a pretty scratched up knife of some sort. And Blade Binge actually refunded the person who bought the knife. Like, that's what we're talking, 100% trustworthy. I mean, I really think High Tide, you would do great on there. And there's an EDC accessories right here. You put your stuff on there. So, Sid, if you decide you want to sell your stuff without the knife, maybe, absolutely. Ooh, my gosh. Why did I click this? Dang it. Off topic. Look at this. Now, this is a watch that I want to get my hands on. Oh, wait. This is a steel dive. Oh, I thought this was a Seiko. I was going to say, well, that price was way too good. All right, I take it back. Sorry. I take it back. Not that I mean a turtle is a sweet, but it's not what I thought it was. Still probably a nice watch. I want a Seiko turtle. I saw this the other day. But this is where you would probably post it. So absolutely, High Tide, definitely do it. Yeah, that would have been my question to High Tide. I don't want to deal with Facebook and Reddit. Don't do it on there. You're going to get scammed. I bought from Facebook and I was super sketched out the whole time. It worked out at the end of the day, but I was super sketched out. And I was messaging the seller. They were a legit person and stuff, but the Facebook just scared me. When I buy stuff from Blade Binge, I know I can sit back and not worry about it. I mean, if prices to sell, it will sell. Yeah, exactly. High Tide EDC, possibly at first, some people, but most don't even check. I'll be honest with you, I guess when it comes to it, I'm sure I've come over a lot of stuff and never once even paid attention to who was actually selling it. I also feel like quite a few Blade Binge shoppers would recognize my name as High Tide EDC on the exactly. I'm gonna say a lot of people would recognize you for sure. I have a lot of kingpin slip joints. Sweet, I forget that you have those. I'm keeping my mouth shut, but I really want one. I also want a Jack Wolf as well. I'm gonna let go. Oh man, I enjoy these in my collection, but I want them to go to fellow enthusiasts. You got, like, from my understanding, High Tide, like one of each, like one of each. With the way Blade Binge guarantees everything, they're a great support system. I recommend them. You would know for sure, firsthand, for sure. I recommend him hands down. I think Eric is a great guy. I spent hours talking to him on the phone. He's a great dude. I should have him on the live one of these days. Would you guys want to see that? I'm going to reach out to Eric. Would you guys want to see Eric come on here and talk to us? I mean, I think that'd be kind of fun. I've been considering joining Blade Bench for a while. I had something to do with this evening. There you go. Something for you to do as well. Also, I have the boxes and stickers for every single knife. Yeah, that goes a long way in my book. If somebody's got the box, the stickers and all that stuff, I am like, I'm even if it's like a little bit more, I'm going to go and look at their stuff. I'll be honest with you. Even though the sticker probably won't do anything, it doesn't matter. The box just goes and sits around. I'm still gonna look at that post over another one, and it's just kind of how I am. Yeah, so we'll check out Blade Binge this weekend and sign up. Get my stuff ready for the weekend too. Thinking about Bug Out. Yeah, we'll most likely end up there. Okay, good eye candy, but I don't. Yeah, I'd still love my Bug Out, and so yeah, you guys are stronger than me. I'm looking at buying. You guys are looking at selling. I just can't do it. I'm trying to sell my Demco. Which one you got here? I speaking of Demco, have you guys seen the Nano? The Demco Nano. This thing is neat. Little stubby little guy. Let me bigify myself. Check this thing out. This thing is sweet. And the shark lock is much easier to get your fingers on. Like, I can grab it easier than some of the other ones. Like this one, I just feel like it's smaller. But the Nano, super easy to get your hands in there. I don't know why. I think it's a little bit thicker. That is the one thing about the Nano. It's stubby, but she's girthy. You guys want a little beast of a knife? Demco Nano is definitely the way to go. Just my 2 cents on that. Since you brought up about that. Hey, Jesse, good morning. Good morning. I have 7 Jack Wolf knives, 6 kingpins, and a combination of slip joints and front flippers. Wow, that is awesome. I'm a little jealous. I do want to... don't tell me the price. Don't DM me the price, because I'm going to then be thinking about it too much. I mean, I have one thing I really have to pay for, and that's going to be my Adobe Lightroom this year with the Photoshop. So I'm going to be down about $120. I do the yearly. So I'm going to be down a little bit of money here coming up in the next month, but hopefully some bills come through and I can have some money. But don't DM me the prices, High Tide, of any of those. Don't do it. That's for my wife, so she doesn't say I'm asking. I've been admiring Rock City's post on the IG. Yeah. I'm telling you, the Nano is nice. It is nice. With both of you, your pictures quality isn't a question. It's just make sure to do 1:1 ratio, the way the page can be viewed in thumbnails. 100%. Although, check this out. This is not a bad example, but check this out. This ain't bad. I mean, it at least they did it so you can see the whole thing. Yeah, the thumbnail is fine, but you can see the whole package deal. It's not 1:1, yes, but at least you can see the whole thing. A lot of people take the pictures and it's like, let me buy your knife, okay? And I have no problem with not seeing any of your knife. I just want to see this much of the knife. It's like, okay, here's my picture of your knife, and then the next picture is like this, where it's like, just do the square. Thank you for bringing that up, because it's so true. It's so true. Oh, better buy my Kraken Bug Out. Don't tempt me, Sid. Don't tempt me. Tax write-off. How would you get a tax write-off? Can you get a tax write-off for giving away knives? Because that would be even cooler. That would be even cooler. The 1x1 reminds me of the early days on Instagram. Yeah. Good old Instagram. Everything was square. I remember taking my first Instagram picture. It was a picture of a homemade orange chicken. Yep. I was one of those guys. I don't know which one, but the original blade with the aluminum blue scales. Ooh, okay. An OG one. A lot of Zippo lighters. I remember that used to be a big thing. Ooh, a nice guy machine co. I didn't even see this. I need to not be on here, but I want to see what's on here. Ooh, here we go. That'd be kind of cool. Man, a shaman. I need to get a shaman in my collection too. This is why I don't sell things, because then I miss like what I used to have. That's why I'm afraid to sell things. Mike reaching for the Kraken bug out when he sees the listed. Oh man. Here we go. Sid trying to tease me a little bit here. Oh man. Yeah, you can't get rid of that. That's like isn't that's like you can't get rid of that. Sid. Like I don't think that's allowed, is it? That knife is, if I'm wrong, is the one that am I wrong? I can't oh, here we go. This is what he's talking about. Let me see if I can share it here. This is the knife that got on Taylor Martin's, the one that's sticking in the tree. Am I wrong? You can't sell that. That's like the iconic Sid. Like that's the one you got pinned. You can't sell that. Yeah, I do like that a lot. What? No, don't tell me the price. Don't tell me. Yep, that was the one that was featured. Don't tell me the price, because I'm gonna want that. Can't believe you're gonna sell that. That's when you gotta like keep on the shelf, Sid. That's when you gotta keep on the shelf. I had posted on Rob's Discord and Knight's Edge. Oh, you posted on their Discord and the Knight's Edge Discord. I forget. I don't think I'm part of Rob's. I gotta get Discord re-downloaded on my computer. Let me see here. I'll have to check it out. You're getting posted on mine. I'm just kidding. That's okay. I smile when I hear naughty guy, nice guy machine co. Why? Oh, because you won their giveaways. Lucky. I thought of that and have it as a display in a shelf. You got to. So I don't think you should sell it. Just saying. I think you got to keep it. Like that is like, I mean, I knew Sid before I knew Sid because of that knife. Sid, I don't know. I don't think you can get rid of it. Just my opinion. You're not part of my Discord? See how I rank. I'm just kidding. Let me see if I can get a link here. Let me link it up here. How do I link my Discord? Gosh, I need to get Discord back on my new computer. Give me a second here. If anybody is in my Discord, you can certainly, if you could, drop it in my chat. You're welcome to. Where is... I got to remember how to get my Discord on here. Is it on my YouTube? I think I have it on my YouTube channel. Bear with me. I know I have it someplace. I will find it. I'm pretty sure. I'm going to find it here. Give me a second. I'm going to help you out here. Oh, is that it? There you go. Definitely join the Discord. Anybody's welcome. We just hang out. Nothing serious. Like I said, it's just all fun. I just have fun hanging out with people. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, you guys want to join the Discord, you're more than welcome. I appreciate everybody who does. Just because it's another avenue to hang out with people. I want my channel to be part of the community. I want to be able to hang out with people. And speaking of hanging out with people, it's lunchtime for me. So once again, as always, guys, 2025 is going to be a fun year. Let me just make sure there's anything I wanted to really double check I want to talk about here. I did kind of make a list and see if there's some stuff I really want to talk about. Okay. We talked about Blade Binge. Use code Barbarian for a discount over at Blade Binge. If you go to House of Blades, code Barbarian. If you go to any website, try to use code Barbarian. It might be there. It might not. But I'm going to go out and get some lunch. I appreciate you all for being part of my live, hanging out with me in the chat. And guys, code Barbarian at Data Crew. That's a new one. I forgot to tell you guys. I do have code Barbarian at Data Crew. You guys want to get some patches there as well. And like I said, it doesn't give me a kickback. It's literally for you. In all honesty, I mean, I could tell you the tiniest amount of money that I've made from these. It's not about me. It's about you guys getting a discount. But anyways, everybody have a great weekend. Make sure your coffee is stronger than a towel. Have a great weekend, and we appreciate you once again, as always.